Hey guys, it's Tia, and today is gonna be a little bit different. I just want this channel to be as real and vulnerable as I possibly can make it. And I thought that since it's coming to the anniversary of COVID-19 this March, why not create a beautiful anniversary video of where I was about a year ago? So, I have always been interested in video editing and videography. It's something that I just love doing and something I would do usually when I would have memories with my family or go on family trips. I like to compile those memories and create it into one video where we can have a snapshot of our whole vacation or our whole memory that we spent together. Because otherwise, going through tons and tons of different little videos, although it's nice, sometimes it's very rare that you're gonna do it and that memory doesn't become accessible to you. In 2019, I found myself, I was really happy. I mean, I was going to all these amazing social events. I was always with friends, doing things, going out, and even though that was great, I found that I was fulfilling myself with a lot of short-term accomplishment. Those would be things that made me consider my day successful or consider it productive. And even though going and interacting with people is great, it becomes an unhealthy amount when that's all you're doing and you have no time to develop your personal self. And when the pandemic hit, I found myself so bored. Oh, that was close though.
Hey. No.
Oh, everything that I did to consider myself productive was taken away right under my feet, and I was kind of just left to my own devices. So the first thing I did was resort to what I knew to do when I would get bored or when I would have extra time on my hands, and that was to edit. I had so much extra footage that I hadn't put together just because I hadn't had the time. A whole year went by where I didn't have the time to just sit and work and do things that I loved and found fulfilling. I was really sad when I saw all these memories go by that I never actually compiled together, something that I found so valuable and important in my life I didn't do. So the first thing I guess I did in the pandemic was just start editing, and I just made video after video after video, and I was like, wow, I really love this. Like, I knew I really liked it before, but it's come to a point where I love this. Like, I feel in control of a story, meshing together experiences and memories, and that's where I really found this love for videography and editing. I spent the whole month of March and maybe a bit of April too learning Premiere Pro, and I knew how to edit well. After a while, I had edited all my videos, all my extra footage that I had never put together, and I had nothing more to edit. In May, it was my 5th anniversary with my boyfriend, who's now my fiance, and he decided to go all out and get me a camera.
Holy crap! Babe! Are you?
I don't know what to say. Like, I was so shocked because this is something that I had been saving up for. During the pandemic, I was like, I want to create videos. I want to take this more seriously, and I'm going to save up for a camera. But he completely blessed me with this camera. And I knew at that point that, wow, if someone is going to believe in me so much to invest something so huge like that in me, there's no way I could possibly disappoint them. I just took this camera everywhere. Anything I could possibly film, I filmed. I took photos. I just wanted to get amazing at using this camera because I had never had a camera before in my life. Everything I did, I just did with whatever I had. And having this camera just completely changed the way I worked. It was just such a blessing for me because honestly, I was praying about this career and videography and moving into it, and I had a lot of faith. And yeah, I definitely just have to owe it to God for directing me, just because I don't think I would have come this far so soon if I hadn't had that faith in him. So I wanted to get better. I wanted to take this videography career to the next level. Since restaurants were opening up, I saw a really great opportunity in Toronto to move forward and work with the restaurant businesses and create like ads for them, since the patios and everything were opening up and they needed promotional business. All I had was really my house, my roommates, and yeah, just whatever we had in the house. So I got them together and I made them help me with creating my first B-roll videos and help me create a portfolio for myself. And honestly, it was so much fun because you're stuck anyway in the middle of a pandemic. What are you supposed to do? So it was just a really great bonding experience for all of us. Ray, my fiance, he's always down to help me with these really random things, and he's super supportive in my career, so he's my go-to subject, specimen, or whatever for these videos. One of my roommates would control all the lighting in the video, so I could experiment with that as well. And I created a couple really good videos that I was pretty proud of, and I knew the next step was to make a website. Once I had the videos I was confident in and that I wanted to put on my website, I bought a domain and I designed a website, and I was really, really proud of it. I created a logo for myself, put it up and just branded everything in a way that I felt was me. So once I had all of that up, I wrote hundreds and hundreds of emails to restaurants in Toronto. Every single day I would just write like 50 to 100 emails or send them DMs on Instagram and ask, hey, do you need a videographer? I'm like willing to help you out with your restaurant and create a cool product video for you. I was just expecting nobody's gonna reply because I'm still beginner level here. But I actually did get quite a few replies, and I was really shocked. Some of them were to say no in a very polite way, and 2 were actually yes. And this is the thing, you can write hundreds and thousands of emails, but sometimes you only need that one person to say yes. And I heard this really great quote that you miss every single shot you don't shoot. And I was determined to just keep shooting my shot until someone gave me that chance. When I ended up working with one of the restaurants and filming for them, and it was just a great experience to learn how to work with clients and how to create a video that someone's happy with. At the end of the summer in 2020, the restaurants and everything closed again for another lockdown. So I knew that that avenue was kind of closed for me just for the moment. And I was kind of bummed because I was really getting into the flow of it, and I was making videos and getting really good. And I was proud of myself because every day I would put in a little bit more effort so that I could see progress as each day went by. Even if it was just a tiny bit of progress, I wanted to see that I was getting better in one aspect. So the restaurants closed and I had to go back to plan A, which was just creating videos in whichever way I possibly could and filming what I possibly could. And sometimes that doesn't always mean working for clients. It just means creating videos for you, because once you're passionate about what you're making, people will see that passion and want to work with you. So I would create videos in the fall with Ray and get him to be my subject again, and just take the most random things, but just make sure I'm getting better at my craft every single day. That every video I finished, I would say, oh my gosh, that's way better than the last one. I also started helping out with my church, and this is something I really wanted to do. My church has an amazing creative team, and everyone is so talented on that team. I just did not feel like I was at that level to help out because it was at an insane level of creativity. I knew I had still a lot to learn, but I was willing to put myself out there. I joined the team, and working with a community of creatives that have a purpose and a vision behind them just changes how you see your projects and your creativity. So that's my story. And by no means is this story even close to finishing. But I just wanted to share it with you because I think it's important that when we feel stuck in a situation, when we feel like everything's been taken away from us under our feet, it doesn't mean you need to stop trying. It means that if you just make a tiny bit of effort every single day, in a year's time, you will look back and be like, look how far I've come. And that's what it's all about. I still have so much to learn, but I'm learning more and more every day, and I know a year from now, I'll look back and be proud of how far I've come. But if you have a passion, if you have a dream, if you have a vision, there's gonna be a million excuses on why you shouldn't do it. Take a step every day to be even a centimeter closer to where you wanna be. So I hope this video encourages you, whether it's your faith, your mental health, your creativity, your career, or anything you really want to get better in. Just take that step, because you're only gonna get closer to the final destination. And I thought that since it's coming to the anniversary of COVID-20, oh my gosh, COVID-20, no.